everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be reacting to a video by Jubilee. I love this channel. I love the little topics and stuff that they do on this channel. So this video is Do All Teen Dads Think the Same? I believe they did a Do All Teen Moms Think the Same video as well, and I think I already saw that one. But it'd be interesting to see the perspective from a teen dad, especially since you know, I won't say all, but you know, some teen dads, you know, aren't really heavily involved and they try to kind of, you know, keep their distance just because, you know, they're immature and you know. But you know, we'll see if they all think this, which they aren't, you know, in any of these situations. There isn't ever an entire group of people that all think the same. Everyone has their own opinions and views on different stuff, so we'll see what topics they're going to cover in this video.
Oh my god, I love babies! I'm so excited for this episode.
Yeah, Kendra, I don't think I'm ready to be a father.
But you already get some awesome apparel. Check out our winter collection, guys. It's almost sold out.
At
Yeah,
our
show off
online
the merch.
store.
You can look like this, or this, or this, or this, and even this.
Okay, we get it.
Go to humangoodla.com and check out this amazing apparel.
Enjoy the episode, guys.
I asked my partner to consider having an abortion.
Oh.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yikes. I like this little music in the beginning too.
I was excited when I found out I was going to be a dad.
Probably not.
3, 2, 1, go.
Excited? Wait, what?
Being a dad, it was a mix of excitement and, you know, just, I was a little scared. You know, it changes your whole life
Yeah.
forever. I mean, everything about your life just flips upside down.
I planned my pregnancy, I planned my baby. When I was little, I would always take care of my little brothers, my little sister. My parents would be working, my mom would be working.
19 years old.
My parents obviously weren't together.
19 years
Yeah,
old.
I feel like I've been ready at a young age, and I've always
No.
wanted to have a kid at a really young age. I don't know why, but it's just, I knew I wanted to be a father.
For me, I was really excited because my girlfriend already had a baby, so we were trying to get pregnant. So the moment I saw the positive on the pregnancy test, I was pretty excited. But obviously, everyone's nervous.
The day that we found out about the pregnancy was 3 days before I left for college, and so it really wasn't positive at first because I was just scared.
Yeah, you got your
about
whole life in front
what
of
was
you.
going to happen with me going to college and like what our plans were for the future, because nothing seemed to like fit. We had a certain way that it looked like it was going to be going, and then it all just kind of changed instantly.
My family approves of me having a child at my age.
No.
3, 2, 1, go.
Wait, approves? What? Huh? I'm confused.
My family's actually very excited, and they were the first people we
Okay.
told because
Hold on,
we were
hold on,
kind of too scared.
hold on. Okay. I'm sure that, you know, like obviously, well, not in all cases, but in most cases, yeah, like your parents are going to be happy for you eventually. But I feel like their initial reaction is going to be like, oh my God, you're having a kid so young. I don't think a lot of parents, you know, are like overly excited that you're having a kid in your teen years. I don't think that that's the case at
To tell
all.
anyone else at the time. My mom had my older brother at a very young
Sorry.
age, and I don't know, I've just always been able to connect with kids.
Yeah, so just like you guys, my mom
I
and dad actually
guess.
had me at a young age too, but I think for me it was harder to tell them because they worked so hard, you know, to prevent me from going on the same path as them. You know,
Exactly.
my mom worked in multiple jobs to support me and my sister, and it was the hardest telling her because I didn't want her to feel like she failed. Yeah, she'd done so much for me and allowed me to get a good education, go to university, but in the end I still repeated the same mistake, so it was definitely hard telling her.
When I told my dad that Laura was pregnant, we weren't talking actually. Like he had kicked me out of the house, and I didn't talk to him for a couple months. And I texted him and I was like, you know, you're gonna be that grandpa that's not around. And I think that really woke him up, and he came around and supported me. My mom,
Yeah,
and me,
they come
we're like
around
the same
eventually.
person mentally, so she knew it was gonna happen. You know, I asked her to go out to breakfast on my birthday. When we pulled out the pregnancy test, she was like, I fucking knew it.
So that just leaves Mother Rose.
Lord have mercy. Advertisements.
Perfect.
Okay, I can't skip this one. Sorry.
Another one for Mother Rose.
Me and my mom, we had a really strong connection too when I was young. Well, when I was in school and living under her roof. But I guess like once she found out about the pregnancy, I expected her to be very excited. But once I saw her reaction, like it's just, like that same morning she was saying, no, if you ever bring me a kid, you're gonna get out of here. You're gonna do your own thing. You're gonna find your own way.
That's
now,
what my mom said.
I kind of feel bad, but like my kids aren't really around my mom.
My family was not very supportive of it, definitely at first, but
Yeah, most aren't
as time
at
went
first.
along and as the babies were here and everything,
Maybe
they
that's
became
why
more
they
okay
were
with it.
so,
It was
like,
just that they had big
not
plans for me,
reckless,
my
but
parents,
maybe that's
and
why
they
they,
wanted me to go to 4 years of
didn't
college
take a lot of
and get a
precaution
degree,
because they
and
knew
then
their
maybe
parents would be
continue
okay
on.
with it.
And they saw this as something that would kind of derail that plan and change it.
I was educated on birth control methods before becoming sexually active. 3.
I don't know. Every time I guess what their answer's gonna be, I'm wrong. So they were educated. They were educated.
See, when you say birth control, I think of it more like towards the women's part, because I know towards the guys,
No,
it's just
condoms.
Condoms, that's it. I didn't really know much about it. I didn't know how to use one. You got to learn on your own. I can say that I learned all that once I got with my wife. Once we already had our kid, that's when I already knew about the whole birth control and all that stuff.
Me and my wife definitely knew about
Oh,
all
they're
of them.
married?
I just don't think that we cared very much if we did get pregnant, so we didn't really use them, So yeah, we knew about condoms.
I mean,
and she was on the pill, but
guess.
then she stopped taking the pill, and it just went from there.
Yeah, the only class I ever took was in middle school. Just for one class. It wasn't even for even a month. It was just for a week.
I asked my partner to consider having an abortion.
I think they're gonna say no based off of their
1.
past answers. Disagree. Oh.
If you knew what you were getting yourself into by having relations, or you knew what could have came from that, you shouldn't consider abortion, or you shouldn't consider it as one of your options. If you know what you're doing and you know the risk you're gonna take, I feel like you should just, stick through it.
Yeah.
Personally, I have nothing against abortion, but in my case, it was something that, it was a choice that I couldn't live with. I think that life itself is precious.
We have to consider all of our options. I mean, if I'm going to bring my child into this world, I don't want them to be basically just behind at the get-go. I don't want them to be born into a household where I can't, pay to feed them. I let her know, if we're going to do this, we need to be fully committed. We need to be ready to give, all your attention goes from you to them.
If you change your mindset to
Yeah.
to working hard and you put yourself down the right path, you can definitely make anything happen. Yeah, they might come in behind, like you said, but you can always get them ahead.
At the time that we found out, I was about to go to college. I was moving away from home, and my girlfriend had plans to go to college and leave the state and travel and do all these things. And so I talked to her about abortion and adoption, about other options, like what we might choose to do.
Yeah, I think it should be ultimately
it was
up to
just
the
a stressful
mother
time
to
trying
make
to
that
figure out
decision.
what we were going to do for money
Well,
before
yeah, it should
either of
be.
us
It
had
should be
any
up to the
college
mother.
education or anything.
I have a good relationship with the mother of my child.
Well, 2 of them are married, right? So
1, go.
yeah, that's good. That's good. That's
I'm gonna say
good.
that I have a good relationship with the mother of my child because, one, we're married. We still got bumps in the road now, moving all the way across the
Married
country
at
away from her
19
family.
though?
But I think that, especially now, before going on any deployments or anything like that, is the time to make it stronger. And I think that's what we're doing.
I had moved in with my baby's mom, and it was a very stressful time because we had just gone from having 0 babies, obviously, to having 2 little infants. We broke up after a little bit, and we're working
2?
on our relationship
Did I
now.
miss
We
that?
have select times that each of us will watch them like I watch them while she goes to school, and each person gets their own time to do what they want to do instead of just being surrounded by babies 24/7.
I considered not being a part of my child's life.
I feel like they're gonna say no.
2, 1, go.
Disagree. Yeah. They didn't really have a good mix of people this go around. They seem to all be on the same page for the most part.
And, you know, per se ruin their future. You know, if they had something planned like college or, you know, something like that. But to not only ruin her life, but then the life that you caused, I think that's some shitty thing.
Yeah, as soon as I found out that my girlfriend was pregnant, I quit football right away. You know, I wanted to spend all my time that I have towards her, because I didn't want her doing it alone.
Finding guys
Like you said,
that
if
are
you
willing
create
to do
life,
stuff
then
like this is very rare.
You should be a part of that.
That's why you
baby's
still
life,
gotta be
that kid's
careful.
life growing up, whether or not you're with the mother, I just feel like the kid deserves that fatherly figure in their life.
And you see so many fathers who come back to that child's life, and you know, that child doesn't want to see them no more, because like, where have you been this whole time, you know? And you know, I don't want to feel that pain. Like, that must hurt a lot, you know, wanting to see your child that you weren't there for in the beginning. So
You know, not only that, but you know, even if they do want to see you, you don't know what they like, so you take them to get pizza or spaghetti or something, and they're like, I don't like this. I think that would suck.
I knew that I needed to be in my kids' life, and my kids needed me in my life. But it was just difficult in the beginning because I didn't have many influences or people saying that it's a good idea. Pretty much everyone around me was saying like it's a bad idea or like it's bad, other than the baby's mother. And so it was a really hard time, but I knew that I needed to be there for them.
I am able to financially support my child. 3, 2, 1, go.
Able to financially support. Okay.
For me, I'm very, very thankful for the opportunity that we have in a YouTube channel, because we have that revenue to where we can make even a savings account for our children.
The path I chose, like I want to go to law school, and that's a lot more years. Like I won't be able to financially support a child for a little while. So without the help of, you know, my family and my girlfriend's family, you know, I wouldn't be able to be doing this.
yeah, for me, I mean, I was working at I am still working at a church, but it's only one day out of the week, so I felt like that wasn't enough, you know. But now I'm working 2 part-time jobs. But yes, in the beginning, it was difficult.
See, it just adds so much like stress. I mean, don't get me wrong,
having to
babies
pay
are a
for
blessing,
diapers and
but
wipes or-
When you got to get money from other people.
but
it's
now
just a lot
I'm just
at
trying
that
to make money
age.
however I can. Yeah.
Raising a child, that's a whole job in itself.
Yeah.
You know, so trying to go to school on top of that, work, go to school, raise a child, you know, you're doing military, YouTube, all that. It's really time consuming.
Yeah, and you want to spend like all the time you have with your kids.
Yeah,
but
and then being away, it's hard.
Yeah.
That's
You
why, like,
really have to make
I don't
sacrifices
know.
somewhere.
I just,
you know, to be financially stable, or you know, to get the things you want. Part
that's
of
the
those
biggest thing, though. If
sacrifices
you can
is losing
afford
time with
them,
your family.
have them.
Yeah, this Friday,
You
I
can
got invited
take
to
care of them, put all
senior
your
party,
love and
you know,
energy
for
into
seniors
them,
and stuff like that.
have them.
You know, temptations that you want to have fun, but you know, I instead of doing that, I had dinner with my family. You know, and then, you know, now that I think of it, it's way better. You know.
I feel judged by others for being a teen dad.
Probably.
3, 2, 1, go.
I don't focus on the negativity. Like I'm always positive, but a lot of my friends in football, you know, they judge me. Oh, you got, you know, they will call out my girlfriend names. You know, you got that bitch pregnant, or you got, you know, this and that. But I noticed that those friends weren't even friends at all. You know, they're
Period.
making a joke out of me, but I
Period.
didn't let it get to me.
They
you
were
know.
not your friends anyway.
I know what is most important, and that is, you know, being there for my family.
Ever since I was a kid, I would always hear, you need to go to college, you need to go to school, you need to finish school, you need to get a job, this and this and that. And it sucks because, you know, like you want to be able to prove them that you can do it, that you're going to be able to graduate. And I know, like,
but
I can still
college
do
ain't
it
for
no matter
everybody,
what.
though.
But I know that I'm also getting judged from some of my family members, some of my friends.
You know, I'll be in class and I'll meet new people, and we're like, oh, let's go to a study session. I'm like, oh no, I can't. I got to go back home and go back with my kid. And they kind of just look at me. They're like, oh, like you have a kid, like, oh, just like when is he gonna drop out, or when is there's a lot of stereotypes with that, like, you know, it changes minds.
He asked, do you guys feel judged? And I think the main word that stuck out to me was feel. And I don't really care what people think, so I don't really feel anything about what they say. Like, you know, if we're at like the store or something and people are staring, I just stare right back. Like, the fuck are you staring at? And then just walk away. Because, I mean, what are they gonna do that's gonna impact my life?
He seems really
Nothing.
mature.
Because I'm doing something that's impacting theirs. I don't really give a fuck what people think.
Honestly, my favorite question is, oh, where's her mother? Like, where's her dad? Right here.
I got it.
Handsome. What are they?
Had a nice video.
Hey, what's up?
Okay, all right, that was a cool video. That was very interesting though. Like, a lot of their answers definitely surprised me, especially in the beginning, about whether it was planned, whether, you know, they felt ready, and, you know, stuff like that. Like, I was really expecting, you know, some different answers from that, but they seem to all be pretty mature and in healthy, you know, stable relationships. But I know a lot of times in, you know, with teen pregnancies and stuff like that, is very you know, unstable, and, you know, people are immature and it's a lot of drama. But yeah, overall I really enjoyed this video. Yeah, I really enjoyed this video. I really liked it. Let me know what you guys think about the video, and you know, if anything surprised you about their answers. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.